Hi everyone. Today's question is, how can I be the best parent to my child when I struggle with chronic pain? Parenting is challenging, no doubt about that. Parenting with chronic pain is a whole different story. You may find yourself feeling guilty about not being able to chase your toddler around, or not being able to take your kids to the playground as often as you'd like, or saying no to spending time to your kids or to getting on the floor to play games with them. Parenting with chronic pain can feel quite lonely, unfair, overwhelming. Does it always have to feel this way? No. Will it ever feel easy and simple? Most likely not. And I don't want to minimize the impact of chronic pain and the challenges that it causes in your life, but I want to give you some tools and ideas to make parenting with chronic pain a little bit less overwhelming and a little bit more rewarding and meaningful. Tip number 1 is to identify what it means to you to be a good parent. What does it mean for you to be a good mom or a good dad? And I think that as a society, we have pretty unrealistic expectations about what that means. We often think that being a good parent is spending a lot of time with your kid, driving them to all their appointments and birthday parties and sports games, and just spending a lot of time with them. This is not quite realistic. And I want to argue that there are many ways to be a good parent, but you have to identify what resonates for you. And we could argue that being a good parent is about meeting your kids' needs. Are they fed? Are they loved? Are they supported? And there's not one perfect way to do that. And as you listen to this video, I want you to take a piece of paper or a sticky note and write what it means for you to be a good parent. What are the values that are important to you related to parenting? And then think about some activities or experiences that are in line with being a good parent, what it means for you. Tip number 2 is to create routines and family traditions that are fun, but also take into consideration your health needs. And you can be pretty creative with this one, but that can look like, hey, for Thanksgiving, every member of the family gets to order their favorite takeout and we have a big picnic in the living room. And that also bypasses the need for long hours cooking in the kitchen. Or every Sunday morning, we have breakfast in bed as a family and every kid gets to bring their own favorite book and you read together. So think about things that are simple and yet bring a lot of joy to your kids and to your family, that will also allow you to get some rest and take care of your health needs on a bad pain. Tip number 3 is to simplify your life as much as possible. Prioritize. Every day have a list of items that you need to get to or that you want to get to. And I'm not talking about a list of 20 items. I'm talking about your top 3 things that you need to get done. And the reason why I would encourage you to write them down is that because when you're having a pain flare-up, it's likely that it's going to be very difficult to focus long enough to organize your thoughts and know what it is that needs to be prioritized. And use checklists. I worked with a mom before that had a checklist for her bad pain day that reminded her of everything that she needed to do to take care of herself and her health needs, and the very few items that also needed to get done in the house. And then delegate. I would encourage you to have a piece of paper and write down the things that take the most energy out of you on a bad pain day. Is it cooking? Is it picking up the kids from school and driving them to their activities? Is it doing the grocery shopping? And then have a system in place to help support you with those needs. Maybe you can have a list of other moms or other parents that you can call to pick up the kids from school or drive them to their activities, or you can plan on ordering groceries when you're not able to go to the store. Tip number 4 is to practice self-compassion. I want you to think about this for a minute. What would you be telling another mom or dad or your best friend if they were in that same situation, if they were parenting their kids and also managing chronic pain? What would you be telling them? Would you be telling them, hey, I think you need to step it up, you need to do more with your kid or for your kid? Or would you be telling them, hey, I think you're doing a great job, I think you are a great mom, you're a great dad, I love you, I support you, and I care for you? Oftentimes, we're a lot better at being kind and loving and compassionate toward others than we are at loving on ourselves. So I want to encourage you to use that language that you would use with someone else and write a love letter to yourself to support yourself and show yourself some love. That's it for today, but I will be back very soon with part 2 of this video because I think that there is a lot more to be said and a whole lot more to be done for parents living with chronic pain. And in the meantime, you can go over to my website at drlucette.com and head over to the blog section to find more articles on how to navigate the ups and downs of life with a medical condition. I will talk to you soon.